Check it out. Mr. Sand 44 man in a top secret meeting with the president.
It's Ricky Lake. Don't miss my new show right here on Local 4.
This is where the racist statement came from.
Good morning. Breaking news. A French court orders a magazine there to hand over its topless sunbathing photos of the Duchess of Cambridge within 24 hours as prosecutors announced they'll pursue a criminal case against both the magazine and the photographer who took the pictures. We're live in Paris. Off the cuff, that's how Mitt Romney is describing his comments secretly recorded at a fundraiser critical of millions of President Obama's supporters.
And that 47% were with him who are dependent on government who believe that they're victims.
As NBC News obtains a campaign video featuring Donald Trump that was cut from the Republican National Convention. We'll talk about it with Mr. Trump live.
Check this out, y'all.
A major political story in the presidential race, Mitt Romney defending comments secretly recorded at a private fundraiser in which he criticized Obama supporters as victims who are dependent on government. Michael Isikoff is NBC's national investigative correspondent. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah. The newly leaked video was taken from a small digital camera concealed on a piece of furniture 20 feet from Romney as he spoke at a Florida fundraiser 4 months ago. And it's now raising tough new questions for his presidential campaign.
There are 47% of the people who vote for the president no matter what.
The video, first obtained by Mother Jones and later by NBC News, shows Romney surrounded by donors in May. NBC News has learned it was secretly recorded.
Room full of white folks at a big white folks mansion
at the Boca Raton, Florida home of private equity mogul Mark Leader. Asked how he's going to convince voters that they need to take care of themselves, Romney responds.
There are 47% who are with him who are dependent on government, who believe that they are victims, who believe the government has a responsibility to care for them, who believe that they're entitled to health care, to food, to housing, to you name it. It's an entitlement, and the government should give it to them. And they will vote for this president no matter what.
Romney concedes he has little chance of winning these voters over because they can't relate to his message of lower taxes and less government.
These are people who pay no income tax. 47% of Americans pay no income tax. So our message of low taxes doesn't connect. He'll be out there talking about tax cuts for the rich. I mean, that's what they sell every 4 years. And so my job is not to worry about those people. I'll never think against them. They should take personal responsibility and care for their lives. What I have to do is be 5 to 10% in the Senate that are independents, that are thoughtful, that look at voting one way or the other, depending upon, in some cases, emotion, whether they like the guy or not.
Later, asked why he doesn't attack the
for sellout niggas.
Romney says this about swing voters he's targeting.
Because they voted for him, they don't want to be told that they were wrong, that he's a bad guy, that he did bad things, he's corrupt. Those people that we have to get.
Those people.
Believe they did the right thing, but he just wasn't up to the task. They love the phrase that he's over his head.
Well, the Obama campaign called Romney's comments shocking. Romney on Monday night responded at a campaign event in California.
It's not elegantly stated, let me put it that way. I'm speaking off the cuff in response to a question, and I'm sure I could state it more clearly than I did in a setting like that. The president believes in what I've described as a government-centered society, where government plays a larger and larger role, provides for more and more of the needs of individuals. And I happen to believe instead in a free enterprise, free individual society, where people pursuing their dreams are able to employ one another, build enterprises, build the strongest economy in the world. I happen to believe that my approach is the approach that will put 23 million people back to work again.
At one point in the video, Romney also makes a joke about the background of his famous father, who was born of American parents in Mexico.
Had he been born of Mexican parents, I'd have a better shot at winning this, but he was not. Born of Americans living in Mexico. They lived there for a number of years, and I say that jokingly, but to be helpful, you know.
The source who made this secret video insisted to NBC News that the original motivation was not political, but simple curiosity to see what Romney would say in this unscripted setting. But after watching the tape, the source decided the public should hear what Romney said and was encouraged to release it after talks with an Atlanta political researcher named James Carter IV, the grandson of Jimmy Carter, a president who is frequently compared by Romney to Barack Obama as an example of a failed president. Savannah?
All right, Michael, is the coffin.
See what I tell you? Y'all about to vote for that racist motherfucker.
Check it out. Mr. Sand 44 man in a top secret meeting with the president.